Greetings and salutations, dear viewers. Welcome once again to Frägment Friday, where I sit here and play .hack Frägment alongside not only my dear Madam Berry, but also alongside all of you! We're just gonna pretend all of that never happened.
All of what never happened?
Exactly.
Oh, why is this not working?
So while Madam Berry figures out what's going on with her emulator, Frägment Friday, though, is a time where every Friday at approximately 8 p.m., given technical difficulties, Eastern Time, I will stream .hack Frägment, and I will play alongside all of you. If you want to hop on in, I'm currently playing this on my own server, run off this very computer. The server in the corner of the screen is Peach Boot. If you want to hop on in, we are happy to have people join in. In fact, I'm going to be sitting here very boringly standing in town if nobody joins in, so leave a spot for Barry, though.
Save me a spot.
But overall, we're here to have an overall good time. I'm here to play this game alongside all of you. If you're interested in playing and don't have it set up, if you check just 2 links or so down below the stream, you can see a big thing that says, "So you want to play Frägment," or something like that. Click on that and it'll tell you everything you need to know. At the same time, I will also be answering questions from the chat, and I'll even be taking donations, which of course we don't have any donations in yet, but the stream just started. So here's hoping we get maybe 1 before the end of the stream. If you want to leave a comment for me specifically, or if you want to, or I should say, if you do want to donate, you don't have to give out any personal information at all. All you have to do is type in the username you want me to read. You can even leave it blank if you'd rather stay anonymous. You can then leave a comment, which I will read out alongside, and we'll all be notified of the donation with a wonderful noise.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's wonderful.
It's so beautiful.
And then, on top of all of that, the highest donator... Oh, somebody's getting on. Oh no.
I think that's me.
I'm not entirely sure what happened.
What happened?
I think I disconnected from the server. That's awkward for everyone.
Yeah, you're not here.
If you have any questions about setting up .hack Frägment, hey, $30 just in from Fiery Blitz SOA, who says, "Do you think you will ever show off the other classes aside from the amazingly balanced Twin Blade?" Maybe. I don't know. It takes enough trouble to level them up, though. I don't think I would have a very good chance of, like, showing off what they could really do. But the highest tip from the evening also gets to choose a keyword to be added to the server. We've already had a fair number added, and last time, or I should say the time before last time, I even had somebody change what I say when I'm going between rooms. Oh.
Do you want me to restart the PS2, or what?
Maybe.
What's that mean?
This noise, by the way, everyone, is the noise of the game not working.
Do you want me to...
Again.
Do you want me to do a thing or not?
Yeah, see what you can do.
Okay. BRB!
In the meantime, okay, I'm getting a little bit tired of having to deal with this just to play the game. Okay, so Barry's gonna fudge with that. In the meantime, I'm just gonna chat with all of you guys for a little bit, and you know what? This is just gonna be a really crappy Frägment Friday. So, in the meantime, I'll sit here and chat with all you guys for a little while. I would say normally, if you really want to make sure that I get to see a comment that you leave, put in the @Naka thing. Way more obvious for me to see at a glance. Right now, I'm kind of reading everything because I don't have a lot else to do while Barry figures out what the crap's up with the PS2. Will I do Persona 5? Probably not under my own will. Kenshin's Master, yes or yes? Yes. Kenshin's Master was pretty alright. I seem to remember you saying something about that earlier, and you were talking about, Rurouni Kenshin.
Press the button.
Ah, button. Press the button.
We're just gonna leave that open.
Okay. We're just gonna leave that open and see what happens. $15.02 just in from Duang Anan, who says, Naka, I haven't been following you as long as some people have. However, you've been a very important figure in my pre-college years. Many thanks for your wisdom and knowledge. Also, butt ohms. Okay, I think we've currently got 2 people on the server. I've left one of them waiting terribly, and I feel very bad about it. But with any luck, we can actually get this crap up and running. Am I interested in Xenoblade Chronicles X? I'm not as big on JRPGs as I used to be, and I think that's just because I don't have the time to devote to them. $5 just in from Kibatsu. I recall that name. Evening, Mr. Nakate. Kabuto911 in the Twitch chat saying hi. And to also say I've been watching since before Bubble Bobble and have enjoyed my time watching ever since then. Will continue to watch on. Thank you, Kibato. And thank you to everyone else who's donated so far. I don't know if I've actually explicitly thanked you for it. Thank you. You are awesome. Now let's just hope the game agrees to be the same. Like, it works, sorta. Sometimes, when it feels like it.
I think, oh, we were pulling that thing.
Well, I'm turned, like, this way.
Yeah.
Will I ever LP another fan game? Well, I guess that depends what your definition of fan game is. But, like, I mean, I'm happy to do things. Also, I saw a question a little while ago asking for some sagely advice, so, I am happy to help out. Oh man, there's the beep. I'm in, and I got 2 people here too.
Oh man, you're in?
Oh man, we got Balmung.
Yes! It does indeed look like the bomb diggity.
You're alright, Night Sage. You're alright. Okay, let's go have some fun. Level 15 I think is a bit much. I'm level 8. He's got some levels on him though, so let's try level 9.
Oh man, we're going to somewhere owned by me.
Oh man.
Somewhere.
Any fan game that is good. I haven't been looking at the chat. If somebody asked for the sage advice, I have completely missed it. I'm terribly sorry. I guess I'm not entirely sure what you mean by fan game, so just like any fan game doesn't actually help a lot.
Lovely, let's warp into an area where there's...
A freaking guy right there. Shut up! Okay, I have a girl I like. She doesn't ignore me if I talk to her, but otherwise she kind of avoids me. I would make an attempt, if you like her, I would make an attempt to strike up a conversation with her, talk with her, like actually like in a personal way, talk to her, and just pay attention to how she's reacting. $1.08 just in from Beyond Zagurevu, who says, "Hello Naka, if it helps make Frägment Friday better, I have a free code for Trove you can give away. Give it away for the highest donator or some crap. Thanks for being rad." And he then gives the beta key, so you know what? If the highest donator is still around come the end of the stream, you will get a free Trove key.
Ooh.
So donate, and not only do you get to add a keyword, but you also get a free key to Trove. Awesome crap, yo, and thank you, Beyond Zagurevu. To finish up what I was saying before, on the ladylike advice, pay attention to what she's saying and how she's acting. If you're talking with her, trying to strike up a casual conversation, and she honestly isn't interested or wants to leave, let her. I mean, I know it's kind of a crap thing to say, but if someone doesn't like you, you can't make them like you. Not everything will work out in the end. Just keep hanging in there, though, and I'm sure somebody else will come along. But if she actually shows some interest, if she actually shows herself perking up some, or shows interest in what you're saying, then we have so many buffs on us. If she does, then maybe keep trying to talk to her every now and then, see if it goes anywhere.
All right, let's whoop some.
All right, I am terribly sorry, Night Sage. You have done wonderful things for us. Let's go have some fun. We're going south.
Vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom. Oh, it's right here, and I opened it already.
Oops.
Because I'm so freaking fast. I'm just gonna, like, trail him back to you guys. Look at him go!
Ow.
Okay, I killed the big guy. Wait, he's not dead? That's my nuke button. That is not the button I wanted to hit. Holy crap, look at us going.
Vroom vroom!
Oh no, we lost Night Sage.
Oh no!
Well, crap. Okay, well, let's head back to town and see if we can get him again.
All of our buffs.
I know. Dang it. Favorite cookie? I'm a traditional man. I like me some chocolate chip.
I like peanut butter cookies. But I don't think they're my favorite cookies because they'll make me sick.
Currently working on making a video game. Any advice?
Oh man!
I don't know. There's so many different kinds of video games, it's hard for me to give any, like, solid advice.
I have advice. Watch your scope.
Okay. Make sure you're not biting off more than you can chew.
And when I say that, I mean, you're going to think, like, oh, I can make this much game in this much time. Cut that in half. Also, another point, make sure when you're designing the game, design scalably. So, if you've got, like, 10 areas, design it... Oh man, he's back!
Oh man!
Design it such that...
Welcome back!
Your game isn't going to fall apart at the seams if you have to cut areas or cut abilities or what have you, because, let's be honest, it's going to happen.
The best advice I can give, Barry here is the actual game designer, so you'll get some game design advice from her. The best advice I can give is to actually figure out what kind of game you want to make. If you want to make a narrative-driven game, make sure that you make a narrative-driven game. If you want to make a mechanics-driven game, make sure you're making a mechanics-driven game and focus on those mechanics. You can do so many different kinds of games that the best thing I can suggest is to figure out what you really want to do before you do it. I know that's like super vague and not actually helpful at all, but I mean, you'd honestly be surprised. Someone would say that, like, or especially if, say, one person, if you're working with somebody else, even. And I actually have a bit of experience with this, where I'm a very mechanically driven person in games. I'm not so much narrative driven. I used to really like narrative, and less so. Dang it, that was a 9.
I hate it when that happens when you're just so used to pressing the buttons. Pettyfan asks, between you and me, who's the better cook?
You.
I'm just looking at you going, cook.
To be honest... Wait. Am I disconnecting, or are we slowly going somewhere?
We're slowly going somewhere.
Okay. To be honest, I really just have... But something kittens. Gonna be a good day.
I don't know why that was as funny as it was.
Oh man!
Oh! Oh no!
Welp. Back to what we were doing. On the game advice thing, though, it's like I'm a very mechanically driven person, so I generally like games that are more mechanically driven, and I'm not as excited about narrative. But in turn, like, if I'm going to make a game, I want to make a mechanically driven game, and so I am going to darn well focus on making the mechanics, and making the mechanics good and fit and great. That's what I'm doing.
I had something else I wanted to say on the game development note. Oh, I know. And this sort of goes along with the designing scalably, but if you have to change something, like if a mechanic isn't working or whatever,
We're all here.
It's got all them buffs on us again. The
Where are we
best
going?
kind of change you can make is the kind of change that will make less work for yourself. So, like, I was working on a game where we had to mimics. We had to redesign a couple of the abilities.
Hold on, Charm.
We already had art for a lot of abilities. So what we did was we designed new abilities that match our old art. So it didn't create any new work for us aside from the stuff that we already had to do. Because otherwise we'd have to make new abilities with new code and new art. So that just saved our artists from doing something that they didn't have to do. Also, playtest often. Playtest early and playtest often.
I didn't see it. I'm confused.
I could go on for a really long time, by the way.
Oh no.
Ow. I'm not sure.
Okay, how do I do the...
How do you do the what?
Wrong person.
Good job.
Yay, I did it. And then you did it.
That's
Okay,
what I
so
do.
we're still going south. I like how generally all the advice you're giving is on, like... And I guess we would need more information to give anything solid, otherwise. But like how the advice you're giving is focused more on... like, the pipeline, for less of a better word. For lack of a better word.
Mostly because I feel like that's the most general advice.
Yeah, and it is kind of hard to give more specific advice when we don't know, like, what kind of game or what they want to do, and that's
Oops.
where, like, I would want to say, that's where, like, I would want to say, like, make the mechanics of the game really good, make them solid. But then at the same time, like, not everybody wants to make a mechanically driven game. I actually sort of have TP now. Or SP. Whatever.
Playing the wrong game there. Tips on bug testing and fixing. Again, playtest early and playtest often. There really aren't any good tips I can give on bug testing and bug fixing besides
West.
do the thing and bug test and fix. Comment your code, that's one of them, so that you know where everything is and what it does and when you have a bug, because every time you do anything there will be bugs.
The advice I can give for bug testing, because I've done a fair amount on, well, Gaia, is, first of all, get multiple people.
Yes.
Because I tested the crap out of that, but then I had to give it to, like, Goron, and he still found a couple things, and he tried things that I would never have thought of. But in general, when you're doing the bug testing thing, just try to do everything everywhere. Like, figure out how the different mechanics work together with each other. Just, what if I use this ability on this? What if I use this ability on this? What if I use this ability on this? Just, like, test everything on everything. Everywhere. And even once we were all done and running, I still found a couple problems. Like, after I'd made the first area or two, I still found a couple areas just because my debug room didn't have a very specific layout that I didn't notice until, or that I didn't have the chance to test in until later. But then also give it to other people. And not only will they potentially find bugs, but they won't know what's a bug and what's an intended feature. And they'll be able to point things out that, especially when you've played the game so much and gotten so used to the code, there may be things that you overlook, if only because you're so used to them that you don't even realize it's there anymore. Oh no, I'm confused. Please don't die. Yay, thank you. And, like, getting a fresh pair of eyes on that really helps. Man, these guys just keep coming out of nowhere. Because that thing that you've been ignoring, because you've forgotten that it's a thing because you're so used to it, a new set of eyes will not. That goes for a lot of things, though. That goes for, like, not just game design or debugging, but, like, writing, even.
Oh! I'm gone.
I don't have enough SP to hit it.
I'm gone. Farewell, friends.
Oh, no. We're losing Tana Bear.
I'm going.
Man, we're still on the field, too.
Farewell, friends, I am gone.
Well, I think we've emptied out enough of the field, at least.
Just go to the dungeon.
Well, just two of us.
Okay. Someone take my place.
Okay, if you're done, then we will, I am happy to have somebody else join in as well. We can get a third person in, and we get in, we're just going to book straight to the dungeon. Okay, what's better, magic cats or ninja cats or moonspeak cats or chocobo cats? I'm gonna go with ninja cats. Preferably the ones that serve pizza.
Okay.
Someone is in a bad home situation. Advance for it for getting out of it in time. Ooh, I mean, the sad fact is, you need to have an amount of money in order to get out.
Yeah, there are... I mean, it depends on a lot of things. It depends on, like, the amount of supervision the person is under, because there are, like, places you can call and stuff.
Yeah, and I guess that's
But-
also, like, if it's a bad situation like that,
Yeah.
where, like, you're being abused or whatever and you need to get out of it. That's a different story entirely.
Yeah.
And thank you to Lethalin for actually getting exactly what I was going for. Still waiting for a third person, if anybody wants to hop on. I'm not going anywhere till we get a third person, so it's just going to be me and you guys, and you're going to be boring Night Sage. Oh wait, nope, never mind. We got a guy joining in.
Oh, man.
Old Roger. Oh man, doing a thing. I think everybody here is higher level than me. Hello there. Can't do that because player is connecting. I think Night Sage is just at the store or something. Where is Night Sage? Yeah, he's down there at the item shop. He's good now, I think. Yeah. We're going straight for the dungeon. We're gonna beat this one freaking dungeon if it's the last thing we do.
Going to butt kittens?
What would I say is the most adorable thing I've ever seen? I don't know, I've seen a little... You're pretty up there. But I have seen a baby kitten who was falling asleep sitting upright.
I'm just sitting here, like, pointing at myself with this look on my face, like,
You're pretty well up there. But I don't know, it's kind of hard to top a baby kitten that's falling asleep while sitting upright.
Okay. I'll give you that. I guess. If I have to.
Okay, as I said, we're booking straight for the dungeon. Doing that dungeon thing. There's another portal right here, though. Oh, boy. Ah, I wasn't unconfused before. God dang, I'm sorry, old Roger!
Oh no!
I'm terribly sorry! Hold up, I got an item for this. I'm sorry! Man, mimics are the worst! Let's go to dungeon!
Tanabera falling asleep while standing upright.
One hit KO, what is my weaponry? It's actually not as high as it could be, but if old Roger is wearing entirely store-bought stuff is... Uh-oh.
What the crap was that? Did you just... I'll go fix it! Stop breaking my things!
Do it! Don't just leave it there! No, I think I'm still there.
Well, the disc is gone.
Yeah, as long as it's not actively loading, you can do that. Once while I was playing Final Fantasy VII, I actually took the, I took the disc out while I was in the...
It won't go back on because it's still spinning.
But once while I was playing Final Fantasy VII, I took the disc out while I was in the middle of the snowboard minigame.
Okay, please don't ever pull that again.
I wasn't trying. You say that like I'm sitting here going, oh, maybe this is a good idea. Whoop.
I know, but just be very extra careful, please.
Now I can't read the chat.
I'll read it.
Okay, for everybody at home, today is racked full of technical issues.
By technical issues. This time you mean...
To glory and loot.
This time you mean you pulled the PS2 off of its thing.
That was never a problem before, and I don't know what the crap is up with that.
Do you want me to, like, move it to the right some?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back again.
It's never been a problem before, I don't know what the crap. But as I was saying, if Old Roger is wearing entirely store-bought gear is very glass cannon-y. Raises a lot of stats, but it doesn't give you the most accuracy in the world, and I think it actively lowers your evasion and defense.
Seemingly, my PS2 is not broken.
Man, and I'm like, quit looking at me like that. Okay, everything is still working, though. Once again, as I said before, you can technically take the disc out as long as it's not actively reading off the disc.
Huh.
I've had that happen before.
It was really hard to put back in because it was still spinning.
Man. People not letting me use my fortune wires. Okay, we want to go up.
I would get Naka a wireless PS2 controller, but he would hate it.
Yes, I would. $1.99 in from Gleamy Puff, who says, "Hi Naka, I'm so glad you got Frägment working again. So am I." We're still having problems, but... To glory and loot! I am real quick gonna grab this and turn the TV volume down a little. Because it was still a wee bit on the loud... Ooh, there's a chest here.
Man chests.
The moon. If I were to cosplay as a Dot Hat character, whom would I choose? I'd be Kite, really. Because, like, honestly, much as I like many of the other characters, like... Even, like, Natsume's awesome and all, but, like, I'm a dude. And I'm not going to cosplay as a lady character. Just not something I'm gonna do. So, I'm gonna go with probably my favorite male character, who would be Kite. What game have we been playing this week? I've been playing Final Fantasy and Link Between Worlds. Barry has been playing Arcade.
I've been playing so much Arcade.
And now we can go south again. Crossplay, please. I'd rather not. That's not something anybody needs.
But it's fine when the girls cosplay as dudes.
I didn't say anything was right or wrong about anything. I just said nobody needs to see me dressing up like a lady.
I'm mostly joking.
I can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Killing dudes. I move so fast.
So fast. I was trying to say that, like, so fresh.
What is your mortal enemy as a chocobo? Ooh.
People who really like the taste of chocobo.
Yeah, that's like the best I got. Are there any chests in this room? Tiny room? No. Will we see a princess ogre someday? Probably not. Honestly, I've gone to great extents to make sure that nobody actually sees what I look like, and I'm pretty sure ogre is in pretty much the same boat. So, especially something like that, no. No. Okay, let's go east! To be honest, and I've mentioned this before, but personally, there's just a very distinct line between my real life and my, like, online life, and as much as people would want to be closer to me and get to know me more and be more a part of my proper life, I don't want that at all. No offense to anybody, but I hold those two as very separate from each other, and I would want to keep it that way. What is my opinion on the Chocobo fried chicken fast food chain? I think it is horrible and inhumane, and I'm pretty sure they're breaking any number of laws. I don't think they're very sanitary either. So what did I think of the most recent One Piece chapter? At this point, not a whole lot's going on. I think it's interesting what we learned about Doflamingo's brother. But at the same time, for the most part, we're entirely in backstory time, and I don't think I'm going to be super excited until we get out of backstory time. We want to go south? Yes, we want to go south. Okay, so somebody also said something about the lady friend from before. I don't know, even if you're both kind of shy, and like even if you both don't really talk much, I'd still just like, because you don't know crap, and that's one of the hardest things. So again, just try to talk to her, and this is where I'm actually kind of bad at giving advice in this regard, because I'm apparently just a really good judge of character. And a lot of people aren't. And I think that even extends to paying attention to small things when talking to people. Because, like, I can say, like, just keep talking and see how interested they are. See if they're actually interested in the conversation when you're talking to them, but, like, maybe that's not as easy for some people to tell. And, I don't think the relation... I don't think the familial relationship in that regard is too big a deal. I mean, maybe it'd be something to think about, but I don't think it'd be that big a deal. What's the most recent anime manga I've finished, and what did I think of it? Honestly, I think I mentioned this last time, but the most recent anime I watched was Kill la Kill. And prior to that, the most recent one I watched was Gurren Lagann. Like, I don't sit down and watch nearly as much anime as I used to.
We gotta watch Log Horizon.
I'm currently reading a couple mangas, but none of them are finished. But I'm just reading, like, the standards, like One Piece.
We gotta watch Log Horizon.
Okay.
We gotta do the thing.
Oh, there's still an enemy here. Holy crap. Okay, I have a situation causing depression, therapy, and... I'm just reading the frickin' chat!
Don't yell at me!
You looked at me! I have a situation, and now it's scrolled off the top. Situation causing depression that, like, antidepressants and things won't work on, but it'll resolve itself in 2 odd years. Any advice for getting through that? Honestly, the best advice I can give is to find a way to draw your attention away from it. Just like, I mean, I know that's not the best advice, but like, distract yourself. Find something that actually takes up all your mental power to do. Something you have to concentrate on and really get involved in. Something that's not just mind-numbing. Actually, we want to go south. Something that's not just like mind-numbing something to do, because if you do that, your mind will just wander. Okay, what's the most OP out-of-place item that I've gotten in this game? And to be honest, I've never gotten anything good out of a chest in this game.
You never do.
Like, the GOT statues are the only things with decent crap in them.
Sometimes.
And even then, like, I'm using gear that's like level 10 to 15. I'm not gonna find anything out of those dungeons until I level up more. Unless everybody wants to run a level 20 dungeon and let me leech. All answers can be found by donating. Okay, that is not me that said that. Who said that, actually? Oh, I got scrolled off the top.
Hmm?
Just in the vein of, like, asking and answering questions, one guy in the chat said, all answers can be found by donating. Battle go! I'm gonna kill this guy eventually. One of these days. Got the Hangman. Got a Phantom Twin. And I'm gone! How can I be a bad enough dude like you? Play a lot of video games.
Sounds easy enough.
Challenge yourself, too. Play crap that you're not entirely sure you can do. And then keep going until you do it. Don't go, like, super hard crazy, though. That's just unhealthy.
Nope, no food, no drink. Till I beat this game.
Gotta play that super hard game. Spent 3 hours on the first level. Have I played Trauma Center? I have not. Trauma Center always struck me as one of those games, when it first came out, anyway, as honestly just kind of one of the games that was put out to take advantage of the touchscreen on the DS, and not like being a genuinely good game. But it's also picked up a lot of ground and even gotten like sequels on other systems and crap. So I imagine it's a lot better than I initially gave it credit for, but I don't know. Just doesn't draw me in. When I have enough SP for the bar in the top left, will I show it? I sure will. Oh crap, we went the wrong way.
Do you have... You've got more than 40 now.
Oh, I do.
You might have.
Was it 40?
I don't know.
Physical, magic, recovery, buff, debuff, data drain. Oh, this way.
I think it was in magic, right?
I don't know, maybe it was in Magic.
I saw a whole lot of Japanese in Magic.
Yeah, that was probably in Magic then. Protect break! Yeah, it's all in here. Yeah, it's all 40.
Oh man.
Oh man, I leveled up!
I will never level up.
I'm sorry.
Because I always get booted.
I know I can just say thank you here, because they're alright people. They can maybe hear. I have $1,000 in my hands. What should I do with it? I don't know. Invest? I certainly wouldn't mind any donation sent my way, but I'm not going to ask for $1,000. I swear this big guy just, like, doesn't die. Get him down to 0 HP, and then he just kind of stays alive for a little while longer.
Data bugs.
Cougar bandana. Honestly, if you have $1,000 in your hands, though, I would suggest putting it in the bank and saving it for emergencies. Always try to sit on, like, a nice sum. Don't just spend every penny you have. Because then, if anything happens, you're just a little SOL.
Or if you're a recent college grad, you're always SOL.
So try to save up an amount of money and then just sit on it, and then you have it if you need it. What's a good way to afford living on your own while paying off financial aid? Is there a good balance? Probably not.
Crying.
To be honest, I would just suggest trying to find a job in your area of expertise. In your area of study. You're big.
If you can't find a job in your area of study, though, just do whatever the crap.
Yeah, I mean,
Job's
you
a
need to
job.
make money one way or the other. So, like, try to find a job in your area of study. Full-time, make as much money as you can. Live cheaply if you need to. Try to cut what you can. Like, to be honest, I don't need TV. I rarely really watch TV. It's honestly just a luxury. Like, I don't demand it. However, I cannot live without internet.
Literally, like...
Literally,
it's your
like,
job.
yeah, it's my job to upload videos and now stream for you guys. I literally could not live without internet. But, like, figure out what you can cut. Set a budget to figure out how much you can spend on things. For the longest time, my budget was $2 per meal per person. And honestly, you can eat for cheaper than that. For the longest time, honestly, I could subside on $1 a meal. If I tried really hard.
To be honest, I think we're still pretty well making around $2 a meal.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't really matter which one we go in. Let's go here. Someone said there's a lot of money in drawing hentai, actually.
I was gonna say something about that, and then I didn't want to.
I'll just kindly point out that that is a far more complicated topic than you imagine. Especially for a breakout artist, and this goes for artists in general, not just like hentai. I missed a chest. This goes for artists in general, not just hentai, but being a breakout artist is not a, like, breaking out as an artist is not a simple thing to do. You get people like Slugbox say that they're essentially just kind of squeaking by. They're not rich or anything, but he's like one of the most popular artists, especially for like some hentai and stuff now and then. But he takes commissions and does all kinds of things. He sells shirts, everything he can possibly do. And he had to get a fairly reasonable following in order to do that. Like, honestly, if you want to make a fair amount of money, you've either got to get a job professionally, which good luck having anybody hire you if you don't already have a if you haven't already made a name for yourself in some vein, or you just have to be pretty popular. So, like, I want to make sure nobody thinks that there's just some kind of magic solution to anything. Because
you just want to crush everyone's hopes and dreams.
I do. I just want to make sure everybody understands that life stinks. Life stinks, then you die. Buy our products.
We sell products?
That's a, Transformers reference, actually.
I knew it was a reference to something, but...
They were interviewing some of the people who were working on Transformers, specifically the first movie. Like, the first animated movie. Years and years and years and years ago. And when they did it, they, that's the one where, like, they had this big gauntlet or whatever, sort of, and everybody was dying off, and, like, at the end of the whole thing, even Optimus died. And the people who made the movie, honestly didn't view this any different than, like, we're ushering out the new toys and introducing new toys. Like, out with the old and with the new. It's like they're changing toy lines. That's it. That's all they viewed it as. But Optimus meant so much to people that they got, like, freaking so many angry letters in, saying, "You have crushed me. You have made my child cry." That, like, they're just kind of going, what the crap? It's like, we're just bringing in a new toy line. And I think it was during that whole interview is they said that, and then they followed it up with, like, no, really, just, like, that's what it's all about. We're trying to sell toys. That's it. Life stinks, then you die. Buy our products. Okay, I think we're done in here. Thank you two for the help. We're going to grab a Sprite. Yeah, Sprite Ocarina.
That's the thing what takes you out of dungeons, right?
Unlucky Nerd apparently has questions. Someone before that asked Mewtwo or Mew. Mew, all the way. Mewtwo is too emo. I like somebody that's cheerful.
Mew's adorable.
Oh, well, that was nice.
Also, I can't read Unlucky Nerd's name without reading it Unlucky Nerd. Just really long space.
What is with the Japanese magics? They're pretty alright, aren't they?
I think he means the Awakenings.
Oh, those, I guess my inventory's still good.
I mean, unless I'm wrong, which I could be.
No, I'm pretty sure those are indeed the Awakenings.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of his question.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure those are indeed the Awakenings. I'm gonna sell a couple things real quick here just to make room for Another potential dungeon. Yeah, we got time. We got plenty of time.
Considering how late we started due to technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time.
Okay, I'm honestly just selling the things that I can't equip, and I'll worry about mixing everything else out later. Yes, the Japanese magics are the awakenings, though, which it's kind of where you can kind of tell it's where they got the idea for the awakenings in .hack.gu. But it's really the more you fight and the more you do things in a party, the more that gauge builds up. Once it's built up all the way, if everybody can use it, I'm going to go to a level 10 area, since I leveled up. And hopefully we'll be out of Mimic territory. But it'll just be like a really powerful skill or something, but I think everybody has to have it and be able to use it. And for the longest time I didn't. You know what? Man, Night Sage has stuff for you. I was gonna do... I don't know what I was gonna do. I was gonna do something Naka and then something. I really wanted a Naka in the middle because we changed how that keyword functions.
Oh.
If I can just get a level 10 area out of this. Man. Okay, let's try berries.
No, that's just gonna...
Yeah, I can't do berries. Go butt Naka. Come on, is everything gonna be this low level? Work with me.
Is it Naka that's doing that?
I mean, it must be if this is... Okay, you know what? Here's a question for anybody out there who's messed with any of this ever before. How do you get higher freaking level areas? Because, like, everything does this. Oh, is there an area level? You determine area level. 8, 9... Like, some keywords affect area level and some don't. Well, 8's better than nothing. I will just go back to that 9. If I need to. Whoa!
14.
9? Okay, let's go this one. Something Naka Caesar.
I forget what you made that area word do. Oh yeah!
I figured it was my name, and this is my favorite field type. So now Naka makes it the Deep Forest field type. Okay, so we want to go this way.
This way?
I love the music in this place too.
I love the music when it goes to the battle theme.
Because when you go to a battle in this area, the music doesn't stop. It just keeps going. The only thing that changes is they add a drum line to it.
Hurry up and get into a battle. I want to jam.
I'm trying. Son of a gun. I'm sorry, there's no battles on this side. We have to go back east. Area words can get stronger or weaker after you play them.
Huh.
That's interesting. I love this music. When you go outside, are you wearing a disguise or do you rock being a chocobo? I work that crap.
He's fabulous.
Smash 4 has the best characters. Brawl has Subspace Emissary, though, which is win. I'm gonna say, to be honest, that most people will probably prefer Smash 4. And in turn, I'll probably just say Smash 4 is the better game overall. But I'm not a fighting game guy, so if you want me to play it, you gotta give me a single-player experience. And that's Subspace Emissary.
You work that crap? My jam!
They had the drum line. I think the main tune, like, it gets a little louder.
It gets jammer.
It's like the same thing, it just gets a little more working. Hey, we haven't gotten a donation in a little while, though. People, please do remember that not only does the highest donator get to choose a keyword for the server, and currently the $30 donator has not chosen a keyword, but also the highest donator gets a key to Trove that has been so generously donated to us. So, get them donations in, you can get some neat stuff. Where are we going? We gotta go down. Are you a level 99 chocobo from Final Fantasy XII? I'm not actually from Final Fantasy XII, I'm just a regular old chocobo, and I'm actually only level 12. This why? What's my opinion on the Tales of series of games? I really enjoy them. To be honest, though, I started playing through Abyss, and I honestly just haven't really. I couldn't do Abyss. And since Abyss, I've just kind of fallen out of favor with the games. Like, I just haven't been as into them. But, like, especially before Abyss, I really liked the games, and there's a lot of them I still really like. $1 in from Fiery Blitz SOA, who says, the keywords shall be Ogre's Frosty Shuffle.
Huh.
I don't think we can use that many keywords, actually. The $30? Yeah, that was Fiery Blitz. Fiery Blitz! That's too long. Unless he wants me to add in all three, which I guess I could. I feel like adding in all three would be unfair to, like, the people who donated, like, $100 a while before and only got one keyword.
Sorta, yeah.
I am really happy with that donation sound effect. I watched that LP at least 5 times.
That's a lot of times.
It's a pretty great sound effect. By the way, if you're more interested, when I played through Bunny Must Die originally, I was very much not as practiced as I eventually got at that game. I think I only beat the game like once before I played through for the Let's Play. And it does show that I'm not nearly as good as I could be at the game. If you want to see me at my peak playing through that game, go track down the YouTube channel Dr. Godpants. Just Dr. Godpants. There is a gearless, dash bootless, wall jump bootless run of that game that I did. And I beat the game. I'm pretty sure someone in the comments to the final video mentioned that I did that with fewer deaths than most people do with all of the items. Is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? That depends what I'm doing with it. If I'm drinking from it, it's half empty. If I'm pouring water into it, it's half full. What is my most...
I say, drink the whole thing and just call it empty. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Were there any other games you enjoy handicapped speed core running? Other than Bunny Must Die, the only one that I've really consistently run like that is Super Metroid. Which, like, I've got, like, 8 runs of Super Metroid on the YouTube channel right now, and I wreck that game.
You play it too much.
I haven't played it in a really long time. I'm out of practice.
Still too much.
I'm sure my efficiency at single wall jumping has dropped by at least 2%. $2.01 just in from Master Spark, who says, given Ogre's love of Ku-Kulain persona, Spear Kirby ability, and mentioning King Arthur and Gilgamesh, I take it he's a fan of Fate Stay Night and Gar for Lancer. Is he enjoying the new anime? To be honest, I don't think he watches Fate Stay Night, but I don't know. I ticked something off. What did I do? Oh, they're over there fighting a thing.
It's pronounced Kuhullen, by the way.
Oh,
or
it
something
is?
like that.
Why these other languages gotta put C's in them when you don't pronounce them? I know he is a... $10 just in from Iboto Koi, who says, I haven't been able to catch the stream for a while due to being sick and doing university stuff, but I am really glad I was able to make it this time. It's a pleasure to have you here, Imoto.
Get better, do stuff.
Yeah.
If you're already better than yay, get even better.
Better still.
Become higher quality.
What is my most recent Tales of game? Other than Tales of the Abyss, which I didn't finish, what was the one? Was it Tales of Legendia? I think it was Tales of Legendia that I played through, and that one also was a little eh. Like, I've played better Tales of games. It wasn't bad, but I've played better.
I feel like I remember one of my friends in high school trying to convince me to buy one of the Tales of games. But I don't remember, like, anything else aside from that.
Where am I going? It's a giant mushroom. Do I think I might play some Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for you one day? I may.
Dude.
I don't know, though.
Dude.
We shall find out.
Dude. I want to play that game so much. That game's adorable.
There's a chest in here and I'm lost. Oh, it was hidden in the shadows. Fate Stay Night was brought up last night during Fragments of Silicon, which he does. Is it being shown on Toonami or something? Because if it's not being shown on Toonami, I honestly don't think he'd be watching it. Tales of Vesperia. I'm pretty sure I played Tales of Vesperia, but I don't remember anything about it.
I've never
I at least remember the name.
I've never liked that these areas have just had, like, normal dungeons.
Hmm.
Like, it's an awesome field, and then you just go into the dungeon, and it's just a normal dungeon. I've never liked that.
Have I done a randomized Super Metroid run? There's actually one on the YouTube channel. I think I did it during the Q&A. Like one of the subscriber specials AMA thing.
I was gonna say, which Q&A? There's like 4 of them, and all of them have been Super Metroid.
Okay, the most recent one. Like, to be honest though, I can break that game inside and out enough that even randomizing it makes it interesting as to what you get, but it doesn't make it that challenging. So, like, honestly, I do a randomized run, and I do a randomized bossless run. Like, try to see how many items I can collect without beating any bosses in a randomized game. They're going down! Do you think me and Ogre will ever do any more of the Kaniku Man? Doubtful. People have been asking for it, but it's also been like a year and a half, people. Come on. We've done as much as there really is to do in that game. We've shown off the characters. Any more at this point, we're just kind of treading old ground. There's just no real reason for us to go back to it. New adaptation of Fate Stay Night that's being shown on Crunchyroll, it appears. But, honestly, I've heard nothing about Fate Stay Night from Ogre, so I don't imagine he does, but he also knows I actually don't care too much, so he doesn't tell me about it.
I've never heard of this anime. What is it?
Fate Stay Night?
Yes.
What was it? It was a visual novel originally, I think, and it was then turned into an anime from there. I don't actually know a lot about what it's about, but
what company made it?
Crap if I know.
Somebody in the chat.
Why did I go through this door? Will there be any more games about luchadors? I don't know of many other games about luchadors.
Or just somebody link me the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about, at the very least, like, what the conflict and story of it is. I know, like, maybe a minor amount about some of the characters, but I don't actually know what the conflict is and what the people are doing or anything.
Huh.
Still going places. I think it would have been cool though to have like I think it'd be cool to have an outdoor like forest dungeon. But then I guess given the way the engine of the game works, I guess it would be very hard to do.
Oh.
Because the dungeons and
Oh, you mean like open map dungeon?
well, just like on the the forest, area.
Uh-huh.
Just to have something like it, only that's the whole dungeon. Like, you finish one, and then it's another little forest area for the next floor. And I think given how the game is programmed, that would be kind of difficult to do.
Yeah.
Because the dungeons are effectively random, like the dungeon is determined separately from the field.
Yeah.
And the fields all have, like, a thing in the middle, and it'd be really weird to have, like, an open sky dungeon in the middle of... Like, hey, you go through this door, suddenly you're in a forest! Man, look at him go. Look at Night Sage go!
Wee.
How do I feel towards standard RPGs versus action RPGs? Also, how do I feel towards Final Fantasy 15? Personally, I don't mind action RPGs at all, but I am very sad that action RPGs have kind of taken the forefront. In that kind of, they're the only thing that can be done. Like, nobody wants to make old turn-based RPGs anymore. And I like turn-based RPGs.
Except Atlas.
Hmm?
Except Atlas.
Except Atlas. But even then, Atlas games...
The Persona games aren't as hard as a lot of Atlas games.
Yet still.
Okay, if I can beat it, it's not terrible. It's not unplayably hard, because I'm terrible at games.
Well, there's unplayably hard, and then...
I mean,
let's go this way first.
Like, if something is unpleasantly hard, I stop playing. So if I can beat it, it's at least not terribly difficult.
I don't know, I draw the line at a final boss that can charm me after a half-an-hour fight. And just wipe the whole party. Because I can't do jack. Because RNG decided, yeah, this is totally a thing the boss can do, what?
Are you talking about Nyx, or what?
Yes.
She can charm?
Yep.
And you didn't have a...
I did the second time I went in.
She's never done that to me.
It's done as part of the Night Queen ability, which just puts like 3 random status effects on everybody.
Oh.
Or it puts a random status effect on everybody. You can be charmed with that.
Huh.
And it was glorious. What was the rest of that question about RPGs? Action RPGs?
Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15. I don't know, I'm not super excited for Final Fantasy 15. It feels like they're... it feels... And honestly, I caught this even like in the very first demo they showed. It feels too real. Like, it feels too real world. And some people are going on like, oh, like, everybody quit complaining about the cars. They had cars in Final Fantasy VIII. And like, yeah, they did have, there were cars in Final Fantasy VIII, but they were few and far between. They were reserved for like these choice few major towns. And even then, the major towns didn't feel too unnecessarily huge. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh god.
It's all on you, Night Sage! It's all on you! Do I have just like a cry?
If you press select, and then go to the left a whole bunch, that's basically your cry.
You'll do.
And that's where I talk solely in emotes in that game.
We missed a chest, but I'll live.
Oh, I have to sneeze.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest issue with Final Fantasy 15, though, is it just feels like it's lost a lot of that fantasy feel that the games had prior. Man, charm me twice? Oh boy, and we lost.
Oh no.
That's
Man,
okay, I can kill this guy. Okay, we killed him. Man, we lost him, oh no! Well, we're almost done with the dungeon. So I guess we can just finish off this dungeon. Like the two of us can... Oh, there's 3 more fights.
Where's the god statue?
We already did it. We already got it. At this point, we're just clearing the dungeon.
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and clear the dungeon, I guess. Just gonna have to not mess around. Okay, I killed him. I think officially I cannot be killed now. Do I have a... Dang it!
Oh no!
I was trying... I'm sorry! I was trying to time that. Man, I was trying to time that. So I would cure you of it. It's okay, I've got 22 revives. Oh, there's a chest back here. I was trying to time that so it would it would unconfuse him just as the thing died. Well, thank goodness. We got an easy room. Ooh, a Legend of Dragoon sequel. Oh my. That is exciting news. Do I still play Spiral Knights? I haven't played Spiral Knights in a pretty long time.
It's been a while.
I guess Spiral Knights to me felt kind of samey enough that after a while it felt like I was just going to log on to do the same thing that I'd been doing.
Kind of, yeah.
And, like, it wasn't not fun, but it was just a matter of losing interest. Alright, I think we're done. We did it, old Roger. We did the thing.
I am super sleepy.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too. At this point, I'm running on willpower. I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're back in town, and we once again have an open spot in our party, so if you feel like waiting around for a minute, old Roger, we can chill and get a third person in. I feel like the other guy was probably playing on emulator, which would make sense. Do I think these dungeons need bosses? Not really. I would be happy with not necessarily a boss, but maybe just a large type enemy before the god statue. I think that'd be cool. You can indeed connect to this game from an emulator. The emulator does have connection issues, though. Oh man, we got somebody on.
Oh man.
Oh man, I gotta figure out how to pronounce that name. I should know how to pronounce that, but I don't. It's katakana, which is probably why. I want to say that's Ri. And then probably Ka. I can't remember what the one in the middle is. I want to say it's like a Nu, or maybe a Mu. It will! Let's do the thing. I think I'm actually higher level than him, so let's not go to a crazy high level area this time. 15, no, 5, 3, 6, 7. Actually, I would totally go to a 7. Ah, dang it, I did it again. Ooh, light. Alright, let's see what happens. Looks like Risoku. Okay, where are we going? We're going... There's one, little... Yep, right there. Sup? Man, killed the guy. Oh man! No! Down with ye! Okay, that's one battle down. Where are we going from here? We go west. If a random enemy didn't wander by. I gotta remember not to attack first, because I like one-shot these guys. I hit it once. Everybody else go to town. And yes, you can indeed play this game on emulator, as I think somebody else mentioned. The only issue with emulator is for one, there's a fair number of settings you have to get fixed up right, and patch things you have to install, and runtime packages, and
even then it boots you.
yeah, there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through. Once you know what you're doing and you have a decent tutorial through it, it's not horrible. But there are a number of hoops you have to jump through. The only real issue is it doesn't. I think it's some kind of connectivity issue or something. I'm okay not upgrading my armor. I'm not gonna mess with a guy.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with the spring.
I'm pretty sure all of our gear is so high level that no matter what, it'll be weakened. Because I've thrown like 6 things in there and they all come back weaker.
I'm data draining him, yeah! Look at the little guy. Look at a little level 1 duder. Oh. I never get the chance to, like, data drain stuff, and I kind of wanted to data drain something. It's, one guy says it's weather-based. Armor likes night. And storms. Weapons like sunny days.
Huh. That's interesting.
Stabbing dudes. Where are we going? We're going... There's actually not a lot right nearby. Let's just head northeast. How did I get so good at being entertaining? Back in the day, I wasn't entertaining at all. And it merely took me sitting in front of the camera and talking for like 4 years. 5 years. And I'm still not entertaining. I'm getting punched! Where are we going? North! Or a random guy. And another random guy. Data drain. Okay. Oh, chest back there. North. Heading north. And then I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the chat.
Oh no.
And people saying, and yet we're here. To be honest, I don't know why you're here. Gotta die.
Why am I here?
I don't know.
Somebody says, why do people say university students have no spare time? I'm ahead on all my assignments, and I still have plenty of spare time. I just want to know what the hell you're doing. Because, like, I was constantly working.
For me, I found it came in waves.
Yeah, it does.
Like, there would be times when I just had all the free time in the world. And then there were times when I couldn't sleep.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, especially during my senior year, I never had any spare time. And yet I'd still, like, bum around for, like, a day and a half. And then at the end of the bumming around period, go, oh, why did I do that? Really, though, like, I had to keep myself sane. I had to have bumming around days. Like, at least once in a while.
I'm gonna data drain one of these guys. Give me the chance! Okay, it is actually a decent strategy when you have these guys that revive guys to data drain one of them. Because they'll just keep reviving each other. Yeah, so they'll just keep reviving each other. So if you data drain one, though, then even if he gets revived, he can't revive anybody else. Do the fiend men here still cheat when there's more than one of them? Yes, they do. Which is why they let you data drain. I don't know where I'm going. There is... oh boy, there's one portal left, and it is way down there. Die. Just random dudes everywhere. Random dudes! Okay, so we are going... It looks like we're going right over... Yep, there we are. Oh, you know, I could potentially do an awakening. I can! Oh, no, we all have to do it. Dang. You know what? Never mind. I can do an awakening. I can physically do an awakening.
I have
but
no idea how you're doing a double major and still have free time. Person who apparently has free time.
Y'all be crazy. Okay. To the dungeon! Let's go to dungeon! Once again, a reminder to everybody in the chat that we are still accepting donations. Haven't gotten one in a little while now. And the highest donation of the evening gets to choose a keyword to be added to the server, as well as a key to play Trove, which is currently in, I do believe, closed beta.
I think so, yeah.
So if you feel like playing Trove, or if you're interested in getting that key, it goes to the highest bidder, and highest bidder also gets to choose a keyword for the server. And yeah, Blitz has held that spot since the very beginning. I think he was the first donator.
I think so.
It's all moody in this dungeon. You know, I keep forgetting to ask if either of you guys actually want any of this gear, help yourselves to it. I just collect the gear because I just do.
Variable Y, you just keep doing you.
Yeah, whatever you're clearly doing something right. So you just keep that up. How did I find Toho? Probably through, like, one of the, like, Nico Nico medleys, would be my guess. And do I have any fan games planned to LP in the future? Do you mean, like, somebody asked that earlier, like, do you specifically mean, like, Toho fan games? People just say fan games, and that could mean a lot of things. Because if you mean, like, Toho fan games, then yes, actually, I would really like to. I just need to get the chance. Because another thing to keep in mind is that this is essentially a business, and, like, I need to make money in order to pay the rent. And more views and more subscribers come from doing more well-known games. So despite that I just want to do nothing but, like, weird games that nobody's ever heard of, they're not going to get me much in the way of rent money. So I kind of have to balance doing what I want to do and doing stuff to pay the bills. And I think we've been doing a pretty fair amount of, like, bill-paying stuff lately, so as soon as I get the chance, I would really like to do another fan game. Or just another, like, dumb Dojin game, or something. Any day now. Okay, we actually made it through. Holy crap! I was worried for a minute. Given the track record we've had, oh, that's why. That's why. Get back here. Well, we can keep trying to do this done. Actually, you know what? This is the final floor. So, you know what? It may only be us two, but if you want to rock out this final floor...
Oh no.
We got this! Okay, there should be an enemy in here. Okay, I'm going to actually be attempting to just kill things, though. And not just chill. Not just like smacking something once and chilling off the side. Nezumi Man. I saw Raocow do Nezumi Man. I think it was Raocow. Anyway. Nezumi Man looked interesting. Okay, let's go down. He wants to go down, let's go down. Actually, yeah, right is the god statue, so... If we want to clear the dungeon, gotta go down. Gotta kill that one first, so he doesn't revive people. Oh no, we both healed him. I was just trying to be a good person. It doesn't matter where we go. Let's go this way. Got another donation in. I can't check how much it is. $2.22 from Duang Anan, who says, "Hey again, just a little extra thanks because why not? Actually, I found you through your Toho Mother Let's Play. Oh, and Abaj for the word thing. And I'm also getting murdered."
Oh no.
Thank you very much for the donation, Duang. Just... Look at me go! Look at me going! To glory and loot! Alright, there was another guy here, wasn't there? Sup? All dungeon portals open! Or I should say, dungeon portal, all open! Man, look at me booking. We're going north. Going up. Does Frägment have a story to speak of in it? It does, actually. There is an offline mode, and I was surprised to find that the offline mode even has a story to it. As far as I can tell, it's largely just kind of... Yay! As far as I can tell, it's largely just kind of going through the story of infection. Sort of.
Sort of.
It's like an adaptation of the story of infection.
Sort of. After a while, they haven't translated it. So...
Yeah, after a while they stopped translating it, but it seems to be just kind of an adaptation of the infection story, but I'm not far enough in it to really know yet.
Like literally halfway through a dungeon, Black Rose, or is it?
Yeah, it's Black Rose. No, it's Mimiru.
It's Mimiru.
Yeah. Just legit halfway through a dungeon, Mimiru starts speaking Moonspeak. There we go. Okay, I know you watch Rauco a bit. Have you seen anything of Roa Mithril? I have not. To be honest, I don't actually watch many Let's Plays. Hey! Got old Roger back.
Oh man.
I don't watch much in the way of Let's Plays, to be honest. It takes something special to actually get me to watch a Let's Play. Especially to watch a Let's Player. And Raukow's a guy. Okay, given the time, we have a little bit of time. We've got like 10 minutes. So we're not going to be able to actually do anything, but we can maybe go clear out a field or something, so... "12, 4, 4, 14, 6, 7. Let's go a little higher than a 7. Let's go see if I can find an 8. Oh man, we got this one again. Heck yeah. This is my favorite dungeon. And this place is kind of small, though. Gotta stab that mushroom. What is this thing?
It's a nub.
Oh no, I opened the wrong one. $10 just in from Oiranaru, who says, "I know it's not much, but I don't have much on me right now, sorry. Also, sorry that the healer guides aren't as detailed as they should be." Oh, you're the healer guide person! Thank you! I'm very sad that I can't actually get out nearly as many Final Fantasy videos as I'd like. And some of that comes down to how accessible the content is. Like, the next thing that I would really need to do, because I'm just not going to get to Second Coil, and then, like, the next patch is coming out soon, so there goes that. I haven't even started Second Coil. Well, I haven't started making videos of Second Coil. But the next thing I need to do is get out the Extreme Mode primals. But the first Extreme Mode primal that I need to do is Moggle Mog Extreme. And Moggle Mog, like, nobody runs that anymore. So, like, I can't even get a group of guys together to do it. Field portal, all open. Like, if I could hop in and actually get a group for it, I could maybe get videos for it out a little faster, but it's not something I can just queue up and record. Like the dungeons. But thank you, Oiranaru, for making all of the... Ooh, spring. I'm good. $10 in from Kaiser, who says, "At least I got to see one dungeon. 12-hour shifts." Oh, that is rough.
Oh my goodness.
Also, Supnaka, good to see your PS2 is back up and running.
Sort of.
Sort of. Oh, he was using the thing. I take it, I'm guessing it's sunny out, which means I would probably want to put in weapon. Get anything good there? Recruit from my watcher base. Well, I don't know that many people that are, like, actually on our server and of level. And I think the healer guides are pretty fantastic as they are. Don't worry about it, man. Don't feel down on yourself. Yourself. It is also 6 after, so I don't know how far we'll be able to get into this dungeon before we just run out of time.
Oh, you're already at the dungeon?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a small field.
Man, I am like falling asleep.
This is a 2-floor dungeon. You know what? Let's book. Heck with everything we don't actually need. We're gonna go over, I know it. That's okay, I can crop off the beginning of the stream.
That's true.
We losing somebody?
Okay.
Someone says I should totally boot up my server on the weekends and have some people get on to get the server some levels. $10 in from Kuma. Aha, made it! Another good week. Giants headed to the World Series. Had fun at a work event this afternoon. Made it to Naka Stream. Good to have you here, Kuma. Mon ami. Oh, these guys are getting rough to deal with. But we killed them. I can't remember if you said you've played Mischief Makers, but would I consider LPing it? I adore Mischief Makers. I would most certainly consider LPing it. The one thing I'm most scared of is if I did decide to LP it, I would probably be... I mean, I would, of course, need to 100% it, and... for a while there, I was wondering if I even had it in me to do some of the... This is kind of a short dungeon. If I even had it in me to do some of the harder stuff, because a lot of the gems, like... To get a gem on all the boss stages, you had to beat the boss without getting hit. And that was some rough crap. And I did it in the... I've done it in the past, but I'm not sure if I've still got it in me to do that. But I don't know, I guess I've done some as is, so... Who knows? Regardless, I've got some other plans at the moment, anyway, so... If I did, it wouldn't be right away. Somebody asked what class the Moonspeak guy is. He is a Blade Master, I believe. Pretty sure he's a Blade... Yeah, he's a Blade Master. Well, and honestly, it's not even... Even if I needed help... Like, even if it were that easy to get help... $1 from Petty Fan. Hey, Petty Fan. I would be happy to enlist in the army of Naka to slay the good king. But Naka army. Like, the... Kind of... I guess you could say the rough thing about, doing that, though, is you can't just, like, real quick get yourself up to speed. We did it! Do I have a congratulations? Yes. Items! Let's get the crap out of here. But, like, you can't even just, like, power level yourself up real quick. You've got to be geared as crap. Like, I honestly wouldn't attempt... I wouldn't even attempt Moogle Extreme if you're not item level 90 minimum. Like, I'm pretty sure you can... I'm pretty sure the minimum level for the fight is lower than that, but, like, you're not gonna beat it lower than 90. In fact, I would highly suggest 100. Regardless, we are pretty much out of time. Thank you to everyone who decided to step in and help us out throughout the stream. Thank you to everyone who donated. Which means Fiery Blitz, the $30 donation from him, is still sitting as the highest donator of the evening, which means his keyword gets added in. He actually suggested 3 keywords. I can't put all of them in.
What were the keywords?
Ogre's Frosty Shuffle. So I may just put in the ogres.
Yeah.
Which means he also gets the key to Trove, if he would like it. If he doesn't want it, I'll just put it in the chat and have it be a free-for-all. Or I suppose I could give it to the second highest. Who is the second highest, anyway? Duang Anon, I do believe. Yes. So if Fiery Blitz does not want the Trove key, then I guess it'll go to Duang Anon. Who is Fiery Blitz in the chat, anyway, if he's even in the chat? Duang Anon really wants that thing. I'm just not entirely sure who Fiery Blitz is. I don't think he's here anymore. Well, crap, I can't very well give it to him.
Apparently Star Force on air.
Oh, it's Star Force on air? Okay.
You can message him on...
Yeah, I'll have to message him. I'll have to message him on the forum, see if I can't track him down there. We'll see how it goes. I'll message him on there next week. If he doesn't want it, then next week, Duang Anon, go ahead and poke me here in the stream, and we'll work something out from there. Like if he didn't want it. So, until next time, everyone, it's been great fun. I think it's time we bring this to a close, though, so... Until next week, thank you to everyone who donated, thank you to everyone who stepped into the group to play along with us, and thank you to everyone in the chat for showing up.
Just raspberry into your mic.
Good night, everyone, and until next week.
Good night.